Hello and welcome to another prenatal 30-minute workout. My name is Amy. I'm the program manager here at Target Fitness. And so today we're going to be doing just strength, but we're going to change up the format and interval length a little bit today. We're going to be doing decreasing intervals. So we're going to start with 12 exercises, 45 seconds each. Round 2, it's going to be the same 12 exercises, but only 30 seconds each. And then our final round will be 15 seconds of all of those same exercises again. So we're going to get started here with a nice gentle warm up for about 4 to 5 minutes here, and then we'll get started with our main warm up, or our main workout. So here we go. We're going to start with squats. Push those hips back. Whatever range of motion you're comfortable with today. If you're having low back, round ligament, sciatica, pubic symphysis, anything like that, make sure to modify as you need to. Take breaks when you need to. You're welcome to take breaks, longer breaks than I give you, or grab water at any time. One more squat here. Roll those shoulders up top. A couple nice shoulder rolls here, as big range of motion as you can get. Add those elbows a little bit bigger. And reverse it, elbow circles. We are doing lower body, upper body, and core today. So you need a couple pairs of dumbbells, just the shoulders for rolls here, to be able to switch. A couple pairs of dumbbells to be able to switch upper lower body. You can feel free to switch out dumbbells at any time. Done with those shoulder rolls, give me a nice wide stance. Shift your weight from left to right. You're welcome to hold the stretch if it feels good to hold it. Otherwise, moving dynamically through these is good too. Hips push back, shoulders stay open, chest is out. Upper body tall, back is flat. Breathing evenly as you go through this, body's warming up. One more each side here. Good. Bring it back to a nice tall posture. We're going to bring that knee to the hand or the elbow. Everything today is at your own pace, including warm up. Feel free to move at a pace that works for you. If you have to slow it down, that's just fine. If you want to speed it up a little bit as you get warmer, that's good too. I'll provide modifications for most exercises today, but if you need to switch out exercises, if there's something that you can't no longer do, please do an exercise that you're more comfortable with. Switch it to a hamstring curl. Maybe pick up the pace. If you're feeling good and don't mind the impact, go ahead and go with butt kicker here. Otherwise, just stay into a hamstring curl for lower impact. Breathing in and out. Nice job. We're going to turn this into a jack. Can be a single leg jack for no impact. Here we go. Jacks. Single leg jack here. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we should be nice and warm. If not, take this first round a little bit lighter, and then go ahead and increase intensity as you feel comfortable. So today, like I said, it's all strength. So making sure that we're keeping in control of the dumbbells, inhaling and exhaling through the reps, and make sure we're not rushing, and take an appropriate amount of weight for each. So we're starting with a squat and lateral leg lift. If you're adding weight, just a dumbbell here. I'm going to demonstrate body weight here. So it's going to be squat, lateral leg raise. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We're going to alternate which leg we're raising. You're welcome to stay on that one leg for half of it, but you got to keep an eye on the time. Switch to mark. Inhale down, exhale up. As you're moving through that leg lift, try not to do one of these. Keep that upright posture, or that upper body posture, nice and tall. It can be a little leg raise. It can be a big one. It depends on your hip flexibility and your lateral hip strength. 10 seconds here. Inhale down, exhale, lift. We got nice core work here as we lift. Engaging core muscles, lift and support baby belly. Last 5, 4, good job. 3, 2, and 1. We have 10 seconds here in between each exercise. We got back fly next. My timer was a little off here. We got back fly next. Bent over position, lighter weights, mostly straight arms, squeeze it back. Here we go. In this bent over position, we want to keep in mind that our back is flat. We don't want rounded here. So pull those shoulders back, push the chest out a little bit, so we want a neutral back. Squeeze back and away from you. If you are more comfortable with a single arm, this gives you a little bit more support. You can see, gives you a little bit more support in that blow back. It's just that opposite arm is pulling back. Whichever leg is forward, the opposite arm is working. Good, you got 10 seconds left on this one. Squeeze. What we don't want to do is kind of swing back and push that chest forward. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing a single weight. Maybe a little bit heavier this time. We're going to do a lunge chop. So we're lunging forward, chopping across. Here we go. Half on each leg. Stepping forward, chopping across that opposite knee. So that dumbbell is starting over the opposite shoulder. We're going to stay on that same leg for the first half. So baby belly might be a little bit in the way. If you don't like that rotation, just make it a smaller rotation or don't do it at all. So you can chop across without any rotation. The chop is going to be a little bit shorter. Switch sides. Good job, you guys. Keeping that knee as nice and stable as you can in the front. You got 10 seconds, looking good. And rest. Keep missing our rest time. All right, we're going down into a plank. Take your time going horizontal, a couple deep breaths in and out before we go down. Take your time if you need to. We're pushing into a plank and just reaching over that opposite shoulder for a tap. Come down into kneeling for a modification. If you need more stability, separate those feet or those knees for more balance stabilization. We're looking to stabilize those hips, make sure they don't wobble left to right. And the other thing I want you to do is just take a quick look down at the belly, make sure it's round and not coned. If you see coned or points in the baby belly, just take a break. That means that fascia, that core strength isn't there. You need to do shorter bouts to strengthen it, so you can do longer bouts in the future. And rest. Take your time coming back up. We're doing a single leg. If you don't like single leg balance, do a double leg deadlift. So it's going to be a single leg RDL, weights in the opposite hand, and you're just reaching down and coming back up. Find your balance first, let that back leg lift. Inhale down, exhale up. We want a nice flat back. If you don't like that single leg, double leg deadlift here. Main thing we want is those hips to push back. The leg is mostly straight. The weight kind of travels down alongside the leg. Exhale, coming back up. Make sure to switch sides here. If you are doing single leg, 3, 2, and 1. Upper body, Arnold press. Bring those arms up, elbows start in front, squeeze it back, press it up. We're gonna do the 1-1-2 method. 1, 1, and 2. One at a time, and then a double after those. One smooth motion, elbow swings back as you press up at the same time. Double leg or staggered stance is just fine. Inhale down, exhale up. Thinking about pelvic floor strength here, especially when you're staying still, you can really concentrate on pulling up through the middle of your body. So the muscles that you want to engage for pelvic floor strengthening. So lifting and strengthening for that pelvic floor. We're going back down to the mat here. On those knees or toes, we're gonna go down to the elbows, come back to the hands, plank up, here we go. Again, making sure those hips don't move, left to right or up and down. Alternate which elbow comes down first. Pressing through the heels of the hands so those shoulder blades don't flare out. Breathing through this one as evenly as you can. You don't want to hold your breath through any planks. We're moving into a split squat next. This is our longest round, you guys, 45 seconds each. It's gonna seem like a long time. Our next round is only 30 seconds each. It's gonna go by fast. 3, 2, and 1. When you come back up from horizontal, take your time. Come up to a half kneel first and then lunge it up. We're going into a split squat. So lower body, if you want to add weight, drop it down, squeeze it up. Split squat is basically just a stationary lunge. We want that back hip underneath the knee, or the back knee underneath the hip, excuse me. We're staying in this position until halfway mark, 22 seconds. Inhale down, exhale up, nice job. Good, go ahead and switch legs. And here we go. Engaging the core here. So lifting and supporting baby belly, staying nice and tall as we go through the motion here. Weights through the heel of that front leg. Try not to push the weight through the front of the foot. 3, 2, 1. We got upper body weights. Make sure to use your legs. Don't round the back. Upright row, here we go. If you liked that 1-1-2 method from before, you can apply that here, or you can stick with that double arm. Stays pretty close to the body, don't hit the baby belly. Inhale down, exhale up. Wrists stay neutral, elbows go wide. Legs can be staggered or double leg, making sure that we're not pushing or pulling. Keeping that upper body nice and stable as we lift. Last few reps here. We got 3 exercises to go of this round. This round is gonna be the longest. The rest of it's gonna go pretty quickly. 3, 2, and 1. We're coming back down to our mat. Again, taking your time. We're going horizontal and vertical. Semi-often here, so taking your time. If you need a little extra, that's fine. Bird dog, opposite arm and leg lift and stretch, reach towards the wall, and then bring it and switch sides. You can hold that lift. Hold, the harder it's gonna be, the more challenge it is for your core. What I see most often during this is people's hips will open up. So that right hip will want to open up towards the ceiling. Pull it towards the mat. And in this case, the left hip, it wants to open up here. So squeeze that hip down towards the mat. We don't want to reach towards the ceiling, we want to reach towards the walls. Reaching towards the ceiling will promote hyperextension of that lumbar. 3, 2, and 1. Again, take your time coming vertical. We want a single weight. This one's called the lawnmower pull. It looks like you're starting a lawnmower. You're gonna reach down, it's basically a lunge. Pull that elbow and extend. That extend is optional. You can just do that pull. So you're working lower and upper body on this one. On this side until that 22-second mark. Inhale down, exhale up. Switch sides. Reach it down, pull it up. How far you reach down is up to you. It can stay here. Don't want to do a big range of motion today, that's fine. If you're ready to go and feeling really good in those hips and knees, bring it all the way down, but make sure that back is flat. Missed. Oh, nope, there was a rest. Squat and front raise. So we're just squatting down, squeezing up for a front raise. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up. If you don't like this combination, you can do one or the other, front raise or squat. If you feel like your legs are tired, just do that front raise. Work in front of the shoulder on that front raise. You don't have to go any higher than those shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Inhale, exhale. Even just doing strength work, you guys, you might feel like you're getting out of breath. Take breaks as you need it. That's just fine. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze those glutes, hamstrings, push those hips forward only to neutral. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little break, you guys. About 30 seconds here to grab water. Catch your breath. Our round 2 is 30 seconds long each, so this one's gonna go by quicker. Same exact exercises we just did. If you can, increase your weight a little bit or challenge yourself a little bit more since it is a shorter interval, but you're welcome to stay with your weights 5-second round 2. All right, pause that here. We got squat, lateral legs in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Alternate sides or do 15 and 15. When you're doing that leg raise, direction. So don't open up, toes up. Keep those toes pointed forward. Nice job. Couple more. Back fly is next, upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Use those legs to pick up those dumbbells. Keep the head above the heart. Position yourself, bent over position. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Making sure our rib cage doesn't flare forward as we squeeze back. That'll hyperextend the thoracic spine as you see here. Keep it tucked under. We don't want to go forward and round, but we want a neutral back. We have lunge chop next. Make sure to switch at the 15-second mark. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, when you're setting weights down, use your legs, not your back. Forward lunge with the chop. Here's 3. Again, range of motion for this lunge. If you don't want to go down all the way, you don't have to. And switch. Other side. Dropping that knee almost to the floor if you're doing full range of motion. As you rotate left or right, make sure those hips are locked in. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Down to the mat. Plank, shoulders, tap. Full plank on those toes or half plank on those knees. Here we go. Moving through this in a nice controlled fashion, as you are with all of these exercises. No rush for any of these. You guys are doing awesome. Stick with it. Any of these planks can be modified by bringing the floor up. You can do it on the wall or a higher step or a box or your couch. 3, 2, 1. Take your time coming up. Single leg RDL or full deadlift. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. If you're not comfortable with a single leg because the balance isn't there today, switch over to that double leg deadlift. That's no big deal. Switch sides. One side might be more challenging than the other. That's normal. My right side is more challenging, obviously. Here's 3, 2. Arnold press. Switch it out. Upper body dumbbells. Use those legs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got 1, 1, 2 method if you want to. If not, just do that double arm. Awesome job, you guys. Way to control those weights. We've got plank up next, down to our mat. Again, modify if you want to do it on the wall or elevated box or step. Do that. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Breathe through it, lift and support, upwards motion with those core muscles. Try not to squeeze in or suck in baby belly. We want to support and lift. 3, 2, 1. Make your way back up. We got split squat next. If you want an extra challenge, I'll show you how to do that this time. Here's 3, 2, 1. Drop it down and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. Here we go. That's an extra challenge. You don't have to do the pulses. Since it is a shorter interval, you may want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Other side. Or add extra weight is another option. We have upright row next. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, upright row. 3, 2, 1. Way to work through this 30-second section, you guys. Our next interval length is 15 and it's gonna fly by. If you can challenge yourself a little bit again, a little bit more, go ahead and do that. We have 3 more left, 3 more exercises left in our 30-second round. Weights down, one more time down to the mat. Bird dog, so opposite arm and leg lifting. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Here we go. Reach. On that lower body lift, reach that heel towards the wall. Let's not point our toes on this one. Create a long line from those fingertips down to the heel. Alternating lifts on each side. Lawnmower pull is next. 15 seconds per side. 3, 2, and 1. Come up to one knee, squeeze it up. Single weight. Here we go, lawnmower pull. Pivot those feet. So as you're turning, we're not gonna do any sort of stress on our knee. If we turn without pivoting, that lifting the heel, that's really tough on the knees. So we wanna pick up our heel and squish the bug underneath the ball of our foot. Other side. Inhale down, exhale up, shoulders stay back and down away from the ears. Squat and front raises next. Here we go. Switching out if you need to. Last exercise of this round. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So this is not a kettlebell or dumbbell swing. It's 2 separate movements. Squat first, raise second. It can kind of mush into a continuous movement, but we're not using momentum from our lower body to get that upper body lift. Three, 2, and 1. 30-second break before our last round. You guys are doing awesome. This last round is gonna move quickly, so be ready to go from one to the next. 15 seconds. On some of the single leg ones, make sure you're keeping an eye. It's only gonna be a couple reps on each side. So make sure you're keeping an eye on it. I'll try to cue it. It's at that 7 to 8 second mark. Squat lateral leg lifts. This one's alternating. Here we go. Last round, you guys. Bodies are probably getting a little tired. If you need extra breaks, please take it. If you want a little bit longer workout, repeat a 30-second round. That'll get you to about a 45-minute workout. If you want an hour workout, go for repeat 30 and 15-second intervals. 3, 2, 1. Back fly. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lunge chop is next. This one you want to make sure you keep an eye on. Switch halfway through. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're resting almost as much as we're working here. It goes by fast. Here's 3, 2, 1. Controlling that dumbbell as it kind of falls across. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Plank shoulder tap. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Pressing through the heels of the hands. Making sure those shoulder blades don't start flaring out. Those are little muscles, smaller muscles that control that shoulder blade. 3, 2, 1. So it's easy to fatigue them. Single leg RDL or double leg deadlift. Here's 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Arnold press. 3, 2, 1. Single, single, double, or 1, 1, 2 method. Nice job, you guys. Finish this round strong. You're doing awesome. 3, 2, 1. Plank up. So coming down to the mat again. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. 3, 2, and 1. We have our split squat pulse next. If you want to do your pulse, here's 3, 2, and 1. One leg forward, one leg back. Add weight if you want to here. It's only about 8 seconds per leg. 3, 2, 1. If you want to pulse down here for 5 seconds as your 1 rep, that's fine. 3, 2, 1, switch. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stabilize that knee in front. 3, 2, 1. Upright row. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. 3 exercises to go. Pull down. Bird dog is next. One more on the mat. 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm and leg. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pressing that heel back. Holding for as long as you want to. Challenge yourself if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more pull. 2 exercises to go. Couple on each side here, about 8 seconds each. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Last one, switch sides. Elbow first and then extend. 3, 2, 1. Last squat, front raise. 3, 2, 1, and go. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. We're heading into our cool down, you guys. Grab a quick drink. All right. Once you find your water, grabbing a drink, couple deep breaths, fill those lungs up. Couple stretches here. Bring those hands behind, interlace the fingers, and lift. And release. Push it out in front, chin to chest, round that back. And release that one. Same arm, same leg. Quad stretch here. Find a wall if you need a little extra balance help. Knees pull together. Release, switch sides. And release. We're going hamstring stretch. Heel down to the floor in front of you, but maybe about a foot. Pull those toes up as you push your hips back. Make sure those hips stay even. If you need a bigger stretch, just bend that one leg a little bit more. Pushing that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Hands that are supporting your upper body. Make sure you're still on the leg that you're not stretching. Switch sides. Bring it up, release that stretch. Bring those hands up, big inhale, grab one wrist. Exhale as you bend it over to one side, side body stretch. Couple inhales, exhales here. Next inhale, bring it up, exhale, other wrist, pull it over. Next inhale, reach it up towards the ceiling, both arms, lots of room, lungs fill up. Exhale, release it down. All right, that is our workout for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Be on the lookout for more videos in the future. If you do have any feedback on format, intensity of the workouts, anything like that, any feedback is welcome. So please email target.fitness or myself, Amy Blumendahl at target.com. Thank you so much for participating, you guys. Have a great rest of your day.